Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. And this week's video, as you can tell, is the R.E.D. Robot Enhanced Design Transformers Cheetor from Beast Wars. And right off the bat, I mean, just looking at him, he is an awesome figure. I really like him. Now, granted, I have yet to open them up, so I haven't had a preview as to its limitations and whatnot. Though I did put out a teaser online earlier through my Facebook, my Insta. I think it was my Insta. Yeah, my Instagram, my Twitter, and basically I think my Reddit as well. And basically, I did get a response through Reddit stating that there were some issues with the arms and whatnot. Now, again, I think I have seen a couple of other reviewers reviewing this particular figure, and now I haven't had a chance to actually look at the video. I just know, and I've seen through their thumbnails that they have reviewed this figure. So, again, for me, this is going to be the first time I ever had it. I wound up picking him up through Walmart.com. This is the other figure that I had gotten a pre-order from when it was released through, or I should say, when it was revealed through PulseCon last year. And needless to say, well, you know what? I'm not even going to. I have an issue with Walmart at this point in time, so I'm not going to get too much into it. But like I said, this is the last purchase I had made through Walmart, where I wound up getting it. And needless to say, it's not too bad. I like it. Yes, I'm looking at it because this was kind of opened up a little bit at the end, but doesn't look like there's any tape residue or anything, so I don't think there was any tape on here to begin with. But let's go ahead and take a look at the figure as much as we can, since I have him at an angle to avoid that glare. And damn, that's what I can say at this point is damn. That is a very good articulate figure. Now, for anyone that has the R.E.D. version of these characters, or like with Optimus, Megatron, Soundwave, and RC, in addition to Cheetor being the first ones out, I do believe Starscream and Bumblebee will be coming out as well. Now, basically, for lack of a better term, these guys are 6-inch Action Masters. So there's no transformation involved with these figures. They're just posable figures. Now, anyone that has seen the reviews for these figures, as well as my own reviews and takes on them, they're a little bit stiff in certain areas, so please be mindful of that. So let's go ahead and take a look at not just the figure in the packaging, but the packaging itself as well. And I have to say, this is, like I said, so far I'm very impressed with this figure. I love the box. I love the artwork that they included in it. Very, very nice. I like how it wraps around now. So that is pretty awesome looking. And on this side, you're also going to see the weapons here. Not just the only weapon that Cheetor has, which is his blaster, but also posable hands, as well as some blast effects, which is pretty cool. Now, see, with this one, they did make sure that this was colored properly, unlike the RC one, which I was kind of disappointed with that. But it just left the visual effect on that as a gray plastic. They could have gone ahead and done this type of color with it. So I may go ahead and see if I can color match the purple, and I'll just paint that effect. But for right now, this is what we have. Now on the back side, you also have the product shots as well. Very nice. I like how he's posed. I also like how his blast effects are shown on here. So that is it. So we're gonna go ahead and do one more wrap around here. There we go. Push this to the back. There we go. All right, one final look, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and crack them open. All right, folks. Now, before I go ahead and do the big reveal, I do want to show the little diagram that comes with each of these figures, and it shows off, the diagram of Cheetor, how he's put together with his arms and such. You see the head sculpt, from the back. You see how his arms are, where you can actually have the multiple hands, his blaster pistol, his feet, all that fun stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get that out of the way, and here we have Cheetor. And damn, I am really liking this so far. Now, I do have to say, upon taking him out of the box, I did notice that there were some issues around the knees as well as the feet. They're kind of loose. Now, I don't know if that's specific with my copy. Of course, from this gentleman that was so gracious enough to tell me about his issues with the arms, I'm thinking that there's probably some QC issues that Hasbro has been letting slip through the cracks. And this is becoming a bit of a more and more of a problem, and especially with this particular line. Now, when the R.E.D series first came out, there was some very noticeable physical issues on the bodies of Optimus, Megatron. I don't recall Soundwave having an issue, but there it was. And in my last review of R.E.D RC, this is where I wound up seeing the issues around her knees. That was problematic for me, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to return it to see if I can get another one. I should be getting that within the next couple of days. And so, like I said, there is going to be, and you will notice it as I go through the process of this, review. There's going to be some problems with the knees as well as the feet. So, just letting you know ahead of time. But before we move on ahead, because I am jumping too far ahead in this case, let's go ahead and take a look at his, as his accessories. Now, he does come with 4 extra sets of hands. We have the clawed hand for both right and left. We also have the blaster holding hand. And let's see if I can, there we go. Blaster holding hands. And as a matter of fact, we also have his blaster here. And we're going to go ahead and just slide that in there. And there we go. So, boom. I'm going to keep this in his hand for right now, because we will be doing some poses with that. Now, in addition, you also see the blast effects. Sorry, I keep on hitting the stand here. And very, very nice. It's got the nice little port, which will go in there. And there we go. Pew, 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 pew. So, we also got another one with a much more larger blast effect. Choom, choom. So, put that off to the side. And then, of course, we got a physical Energon crystal with a piece of earth on there. So, that's pretty nice looking. I like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at Cheetor. And here we have him in all his glory. And I have to say, It's not bad looking. I'm really liking this. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom just a little bit closer. And that is awesome. I really like that. So, you know, there he is, man. That is, damn. Look at that face sculpt. That is wicked. And the little copperish gold on his helmet, that is awesome looking. Now, the one thing that I did not see on here is that there is no maximal symbol on there, which is kind of sad because they were able to put a Predacon symbol on the crest of Beast Megatron's helmet. Why couldn't they have put that on there? But hey, so I'm going to zoom out so we can go ahead and take a little bit more of a look at his the physical features. You know, you see the kitty cat's head right there. You see some really good molded detail within the arms, along his legs, the little spikes on his shins, his yellow tennis shoes right there. Then of course, you know, the little goldish or copperish circular items within, I guess the joint of his leopard mode, or cheetah mode, I should say. Sorry. And then, of course, when you turn this around, you see his back. It's very, very nice on here. Very nice. One other thing, and I think they did show this off during PulseCon, but this chest piece can come off to show his internal chest piece. You know, you see his spark chamber right there, so that's pretty awesome there. And of course, you do also see some internal mechanisms within the head sculpt, so, or I should say the chest sculpt in this case. So that is pretty awesome. Now I'm going to go ahead and put that back on there. There we go. Alright. Now, of course, now we're going to go ahead and get down to articulation. Now the head is pretty stiff, but it can, I want to say it can go 360, but it's going to hit these back pieces right here. So it will go about almost 180 maybe. And it can look up just a bit, it can look down, it can look right, it can look left. Like I said, the head is kind of stiff, so just be careful when handling this. I'm still in awe of this headpiece right here. That is pretty awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to try and zoom out just a little bit more, and I'm probably going to go ahead and move him back just a bit. There we go. So his arm can go 360. It will be pretty much, you have to clear by lifting the arm up like that, because he does have a way to lift up the arm, but you can do 360. So he does have a bicep rotation as well as an elbow rotation. His arm can bend almost 90 degrees backwards, can bend 90 degrees forwards. He does have wrist rotation, 360. He does have an waist rotation as well as an ab crunch. So he can bend back just a bit, but a little bit more forward. So that's pretty cool. He can kick out 90 degrees. He can kick back almost 90 degrees. He does have a thigh rotation. He can bend at a little over 90 degrees. So for those that didn't see that, he does have thigh rotation. He can bend at around 90 degrees. And he does have double hinge right here. So it can bend this way here and bend out. So it's almost like he can be able to kick his own ass. And now right here and here is where I have the problems. This is the looseness that I was talking about. Alright, so moving on. His feet can tilt down, it can tilt up, and it does have ankle tilt as well. So you can be able to put him in some really cool poses. So what I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to go ahead, take a few shots with some of his other accessories, like so. So give me a moment. There we go. Right there. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, I had to take a couple of shots while he's standing like so. But give me a moment. I'm going to take a few shots that I'm going to show off in the course of this video. And I'll be right back. Alright folks, thanks for waiting, and I'm pretty sure you enjoyed some of those images that I posted up. Now as you can tell, I've got Cheetor defeating Black Arachnia. Of course, if I know Black Arachnia, she's gonna wind up going ahead and, well, let's just say that Cheetor will wind up singing a very high note in the next few seconds. I feel sorry for the kitty. Anyway, that being said, let's go ahead and move on. Now, as you can tell, they scale pretty well with the Kingdom line figures. They're a little bit shorter than the Kingdom line figures, or even the War for Cybertron figures. Any one of the three variations. You know, again, there is no transformation involved in this. Like I said, these are just, you know, well, for the lack of a better term, I don't mean for it to sound, you know, rude or anything, but they are over-glorified, you know, action masters. But they are really cool looking ones. So, I just wanted to show off this last scene before I go ahead and give you my final thoughts on it. So, I'll be right back while I get this cleaned up here. Alright, folks, thank you for waiting. So I just had to go ahead and put him in one final pose, and I have to say I like the figure. It is not without faults though. One of the big problems that I do have is the knees right here, the double joints right there. Unfortunately, because of the type of plastic that was used for these, I'm thinking that is the main issue right there. And the thing about it is, as this particular line progresses, we're going to be seeing a lot of issues with this. Now, with Optimus, Megatron, and Soundwave, which unfortunately I do not have right now, there had been no issues, at least with my copies. Now, in the earlier reviews, I have seen other reviewers put those issues right in the forefront because they were very apparent. I didn't see any. They were pretty much stiff to the point where I was worried about breaking it. The issues with the knee joints here, the double knee joints, I noticed that with RC. I'm noticing it with Cheetor here. So I'm hoping that Hasbro is actually taking a look at the YouTube page, as taking a look at reviewers' comments and taking these things to heart. I mean, come on. I mean, you're in business to go ahead, and yes, granted, these are basically playthings, but you're also starting to break into the collector's market with the Masterpiece as well as with this red line. I would assume that, you know, that this is where, that these figures are where they're going to be going to. Collectors, those that had grown up with the original G1, with Beast Wars, with with some of the other iterations of the Transformer line. You want them to, see this, see the new articulations to remembered figures, to remembered characters, and continue to have that nostalgia. But when you have stuff that comes out and slips through the cracks with the issues with the knees or other joints, they're not going to look too fondly on you, Hasbro. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be an asshole about it, but I think this needs to be said. So, on a scale of 1 through 10, it's a cool figure. I like the accessories, the fact that you can interchange the hands, and so forth. Even the nice little gimmick where you can remove the chest and you see his the spark chamber, or the enclosed spark chamber, I should say, the internal mechanisms and stuff like that. That's awesome. But what took away from actually getting a 10 are these knee joints. So in this case, I'm going to have to go ahead and give it a 7. It's a great figure. I like it, but this takes it away. The issue with the knee joints. So that's my take on this particular figure. Have you gotten a chance to find this? I have seen them over at Walmart, a lot at Walmart. And considering that I got this as a pre-order through Walmart.com, I got lucky. But other than that, what's your take on it? Have you found them? And if so, are you having the same issues or similar issues with some of the other joints? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell icon so you'll be notified when new videos come on. I have been looking at my stats on there, and like I said, I have been extremely happy of seeing the growth that this channel has been taking, and I'd like to see it continue to grow, but it can't do that without your help. So please, if you see this video, share it, tell other people about it so they can check it out, and of course, please leave me a comment. The comments also help as well. I'd like to be able to correspond with those that watch my videos and that want to put up their 2 cents on how what I review and how I review it. So that's all I'm asking for in this case. So at this point, there's nothing more to say about this figure. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.